Hello everyone, this is James and Prod with SOULCare on Thursday. It's a nice day in San Diego, California. I've been reading a lot of applications for Mediumship 2 that I'm putting out there. Hi, John Williams. I have a question for you, John Williams. Regarding tickets for Friday. Hi, Bobby, Lisa, Kathy, Hannah. Next week, we're going to do a practice. We're going to do some the psychic reading evening. So pay attention to that, everybody that is here. She asked for that. Naomi, hello. Rebecca, Sandra. How have you been, Sandra? Oh. I have something to tell you guys. Well, not tell you, but share with you. Hello from Colorado Springs. Hello, Leah. John Richardson. Hello. Brenda. Thanks for the hearts. Every day is so different. I wonder what I can share with you each day, and it always comes to me in the morning right before I go on. So I'll share with you something special. Diana from Chicagoland. Can't wait for tomorrow night. Yes, tomorrow night we have mediumship, messages from the spirit. That's tomorrow night. And we still have tickets available. Right, John Williams? Yes, John Williams. Question was, there are some people that are in tomorrow didn't pay for their tickets, but they're on there. I don't know. Patrick told me about that, so he sent you an email, I think. That's all. Diane Copas, shout out, Diane. I'll wait till it gets to 400, then we'll start, yeah? Hi from Ohio. Hi, Tina. I just spoke to a friend in Ohio 5 minutes ago. Oh, thanks, Linda. I enjoy doing it, too. British Columbia, oh, how great. Oh, it's got to be beautiful on the island, yeah? Hi from Seattle. Cotswolds, England. Oh, my grandmother was from that area. I used to talk about it all the time. Hello, Julie. I'm going to be in group tonight. Halifax, Nova Scotia. You're ready for tomorrow. Good, John. So tomorrow night is a night of spirit messages, and I'm going to do it for the first time on Zoom. We practiced it yesterday, and it worked pretty well. It's different, of course, but I just work with the spirit world, and it's an interesting way of doing it, but it works very well. It's just a matter of dealing with people's the hands up, hands down type of thing, but we're going to have that all handled. John Williams is in charge of that. John's on the call here. So we're first time, but I think we'll do very well. We still have tickets available if you want to go. So it's vanprog.com. You get tickets through that. And John, you have I don't know if you have the link here. You want to put it up? Oh, good. I'm glad you made it today, Evie. Hello from New York. Sharing the Ola spirit from Hawaii. Patricia, I'm sure there are spirits around you. Tomorrow night, come back tomorrow night and find out. 4 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific time. 7 o'clock Eastern time. Not sure. In England, it'll be later, obviously. But thank you for the hearts. Oh, my goodness, thank you. Las Vegas. I just found out that Siegfried and Roy, that Roy passed away Friday. The weird thing was, I didn't know that, and I just went about the Tiger King. I heard it was the #1 movie that people would check on Netflix during this lockdown, and I thought, I wonder what happened to that guy Roy. I didn't even know he passed away 2 days earlier, so it was really bizarre. Oh, thanks, Sue. Alan, think about joining me and Gordon in a virtual mediums choir. I'd love that, Alan. Let me know about it. Alan, you have my phone number, so you can call me. I think you have my phone number. Let me know if you don't. Hello, hello, hello. So I just wanted to share with you, this came in this morning to me, and it's a book called Believe, and it's a mother's journey through grief. And of course, I think one of the hardest lessons in this human life is really to lose a child. I think it's one of the hardest lessons. And I'm going to put the comments to the side. Tickets for Vampire Company. There it is right there. Oh, great. So there are the tickets on the bottom. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Mandy's here. There you go. Tickets for Friday. Great. Okay. Good. I'm going to read this to you. This is a book that a lady by the name of Bev Gadat Labran, she wrote. It was after her son passed away. And a lot of people, many people come see me, have gone through the experience of losing a child. And you never know what's going to come out of that lesson. There have been many times where that lesson is taken on, and the parents will use that to get onto their path, their spiritual path. I remember one lady, Marie Levine, a good friend of mine for many years now. She lost her son, and it was in an auto crash, and this was about 20 years ago now. I was back in New York doing readings, and I did a reading for her, and I said, your son wants to say that this is going to help you and a lot of people. I had to do this. This was our agreement. Before we came back into this lifetime, there was an agreement that I'd go so it could help you with your spirituality, myself, and everyone that you would touch. And she didn't want to hear any of it. She goes, I don't want that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I said, he's saying you have to do this because you're going to help a lot of people. Well, needless to say, she belongs to Compassionate Friends, an organization of people that have lost children and also siblings. And she now is running the whole thing. She was a chapter head. Now she's in charge of the national chapter of it. And she's had me do a lot of demonstrations for the group, and I've worked with them for many years. And Marie Levine and she's written several books, and she's really turned it out as a positive. And a lot of people do. And that's the fantastic success of it. Because, there's no death. You don't lose your child. They're right there. And they're doing what they have to do on the other side. And they're helping you more than likely on this side. So I was very happy to get this book called Believe, A Mother's Journey Through Grief. So a mother wrote a book about her child that passed. And I probably have about 20 books from parents who lost children. And this one, she said, she didn't know anything about spirituality until she read my book, Talking to Heaven. And what she wrote was, let's see, I'm in 10 pages of it, but I'll read the back. She said, Believe, a mother's journey through grief begins when my son David, at the tender age of 23, is stricken with a cerebral hemorrhage, and during the days that followed before he passed. Overwhelmed by my loss, I struggled to learn to live without him. The black abyss of grief consumes me. My journey is twisted and rocky. I have lost myself. I miss the person I used to be. Years later, an acquaintance introduces me to the writings of James Van Praagh, the world-renowned spirit medium. His books help me to clarify happenings in my life and to show me in so many ways how our loved ones communicate with us through spirit. Knowing that David and I can communicate with each other helps to heal my hurting heart. I know David is near me. So it's an incredible journey for her, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it. And throughout the book, she's also a poetess, so she writes some poems. And there was one I wanted to share with you because I think it's lovely. Let's just find it again. I thought I marked it. Oh, here it is. I did mark it. Okay. You might have heard this before. It's called The Next Room. Death is nothing at all. I have only slipped away into the next room. I am I, and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always used to. But no difference in your tone, where no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed, at the little jokes we enjoyed together. Pray, smile, think of me, as it always was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the trace of a shadow on it. Life means all that is ever meant. It is the same as it ever was. There is unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I'm going to repeat that. Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I am waiting for you, for an interval, somewhere very near, just around the corner. All is well. It's called The Next Room. And that is incredible. It's a poem written by Canon Henry and Scott Holland. Canon Henry Scott Holland. And beautiful. I've heard it before, The Next Room, but it's a good one there. So that's called Believe. And that's by Bev Gaudette Lebron. Thank you, Bev. And then I also want to leave you with a my favorite book, one of my favorite classical books on spirituality, which I think all of you should get. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Shinn. And this was written, I think, in 1920s, and it's still applicable today. So it's the language is a little different because of time, but I'm going to read you just a little bit of this chapter from The Law of Karma and the Law of Forgiveness. Law of Karma and Law of Forgiveness. Man receives only that which he gives. The game of life is a game of boomerangs. Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astounding accuracy. This is the law of karma, which is Sanskrit for come back. So the word karma means come back. Interesting, isn't it? Whatsoever man soweth, that shall he reap. For example, a friend told me the story of herself illustrating the law. She said, I make all my karma on my aunt. Whatever I say to her, someone says to me. I am often irritable at home, and one day said to my aunt, who was talking to me during dinner, no more talk, I wish to eat in peace. The following day, I was lunching with a woman with whom I wished to make a great impression. I was talking animately when she said, no more talk, I wish to eat in peace. My friend is high in consciousness, so her karma returns much more quickly than to one on the mental plane. The more man knows, the more he is responsible for, and a person with a knowledge of spiritual law, which is not practiced, suffers greatly in consequence. So I'm going to repeat that. The more a man knows, the more we become aware spiritually. I often say that to people on my, when I'm teaching, that you know this now. So you have the awareness that what you give out, you get back. You have the awareness that thoughts are things, and what you think will become reality. And what you say to another person will become reality. So, and how you act, how you behave, the words that you use becomes reality. It comes back to you. So when you pass over to the world of spirit and you go back home and you have a life review and you look back at your life and you say, I didn't know anything about this law. Your guidance, well, yes, you did, because you heard James Van Prague talk about it. So now you have responsibility. So here's your responsibility. So you have to be mindful of what you say and what you think and how you treat people. Okay? So once again, the more we know, the more we are responsible for. And a person with the knowledge of spiritual law, which he does not practice, suffers greatly in consequence. Quote, the fear of the Lord, law, is the beginning of wisdom. So what that means is, the fear of the Lord means the fear of the law. So when one's aware of the law of karma, you will use it. You will be respectful. You'll be responsible for your thoughts, words, and deeds. And that opens you up to your wisdom, spiritual wisdom. If we read the word Lord, law, it will, in many passages of the Bible, much clearer. So if you go through the Bible and read the word Lord, and you put law instead of Lord, see how it sounds. It's pretty interesting. For instance, vengeance, quote, vengeance is mine, I will repay with the Lord, end quote, law. So vengeance is mine, I will repay with the law. It is a law which takes vengeance, not God. God sees man perfect, created in all his imagination, and given power and domination. So anyway, this is a great book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. Some great stuff in here. Great stuff. So I have several copies of these. I tell everybody about it. I want to share it with you. The Game of Life and How to Play It, Florence Shinn. And that's it. And then we have some questions probably from people. Okay. How do I start my day? I start with a happy face. I start with gratitude, and I say, thank you, universe. Thank you. And I usually do it in the shower, or we're getting out of bed. And, well, that's not always true. I first look at my doggy, and I say thank you, and I love you, and then I get out of bed. Hello from Cape Breton. Is that off Massachusetts? Okay. Hi, Lisa. Don't know, Lisa. I'm live from tomorrow afternoon. I'll be 4 o'clock p.m. live, and it'll be messages from the spirit world. So I'll be doing a demonstration online. And there's still tickets available. Channeling Eric is about a woman and her son who committed suicide. Yeah, Betsy, a lot of books, and it's therapy. It helps. It's healing to write things out. You're welcome, Marcia. Thank you. So Lauren, you keep on waking up in the middle of the night as if someone trying to get you. Yes, what I would do is have a dream journal next to you, and write down it's at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. Wake up, write it down in the journal, and say who's contacting me. What is the message? That's what you should do. Does your dog visit after? Of course, dogs stay with you. They come back and visit you all the time. You love Florence? Yes. Okay, someone wants to know about a mantra that I have. My mantra. So my mantra, you want to write this down. My mantra is, healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. And so it is. I say it 3 times in the morning and 3 times at night. I clean it, I bring the vibration up. Thank you. You can buy tickets for the online event right now, and there are the tickets right there. Tickets are Friday. Go to vanprog.com. John just put it up right there at the bottom, or Mandy did, and it's right there at the bottom. Tickets are still available. It's $20, and it doesn't matter if you get a message yourself or you're in that energy of the room, because everybody gets out of it. Something out of it. One message is for everyone. That's amazing. We did it yesterday. It was pretty great. Pretty great. I never know what's going to happen. So we started yesterday with the card readings, and from that went into the messages. So we'll see. We'll try it out tomorrow. It's an experiment. I'm sorry, Deb. 4 p.m. Pacific time. 4 p.m. Pacific time. Evening of Spirit Messages, it's called. Evening of Spirit with James R. Prague. It's at the bottom of the screen. Oh, great. Tina, we'll see you tomorrow night. Tina, sounds good. There you go, Kelsey. There you go. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. That's right, John. Thanks. Should we write down our mantras? I would write it down. I'd place it in. I put mine in the bathroom mirror just so I remember it every time and remember to say it. That way I remember to say it every morning, every night when I'm brushing my teeth. Charmaine says, I always feel like you're talking to me directly. Well, I am. I'm talking to all of you. We're all sharing. Hi, James. I am a guy, 23 years old, from Switzerland. Very good. In your website. I tried to contact you, but I couldn't find. You'd have to go through support@vanprog.com. That's how you get to me. Oh, really, Renee? Well, I've been doing this for close to 40 years now, so. It might be 11 p.m. UK time. Yes, I think it's an 8-hour difference. Name of the book. The name of the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, Florence Shin. And the first book is Believe. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention to everybody here that I have a YouTube channel that's been redone and is up and running and is full of, if you've missed old SOULCare videos you'd like to see, they're up there now on my YouTube channel. So please go there and look at it. But it's happened in that YouTube channel. And all the SOULCares that we're doing here will go directly over to YouTube. So you can catch the old SOULCares on YouTube, my YouTube channel, James R. Prague. Just want to mention that to you. How am I doing during this time? I'm doing well. What do I do to keep myself busy during the day? Well, really coordinating with my assistants and with John Williams and our website people, all these events that are happening on YouTube and on Zoom. Because with Mediumship 2 is happening now, so it's coordinating all that. I have a lot of Zoom calls. And when I have the free time, I go in the garden. I do a lot of gardening. I walk my doggie. I play with my doggie. I go swimming. I do Pilates here in my office with an instructor through Zoom. I run. I do elliptical. And I cook. I have to go to the market today. It's the 4th time I've been out in 2 months. It's 4th time. And it's very scary for me to go. Not scary, but it's weird, as you know, going out there with people with masks on and the whole bit. It's just a weird scene. So I just go in as fast as I can and just get out. That's what I do. And I look forward to seeing you guys every day. Kim says, yesterday was a learning experience with Zoom. Thank you for letting me learn along with you. Thanks, Kim. Yes, it's a learning experience for all of us with Zoom. That's why it was so important. Oh, thanks, John. Okay. So tickets for tomorrow, 4 p.m., $20 a person. Just being there would be incredible, just being in that space. It doesn't happen often. It's the first time I've ever done a Zoom demonstration, so it'll be interesting for all of us. But if yesterday was any indication, which kind of was, it'll be incredible. Spirit was there yesterday, very strong. I know Spirit's always going to be around me. And it's kind of interesting to do it online. I think things are changing, and more things will be online, of course, now. And I'm doing a special prayer at the beginning as well for our situation. And that's it. So we'll see you all tomorrow. And tomorrow on SOULCare, I'll be here. And tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m., if you can make it. But get tickets now at bandproject.com. The link is below me. And blessings the rest of the day. Okay. Bye, everybody.